Good morning. This is Chad Schwank coming in live from Humboldt High School for the second day of the Big City Luau. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We have M1 in black. They're going to be taking on Northern, excuse me, I'll wait for that.
Just so that we're not in the photo area here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we just had to move camera here. This is not as good. I apologize. Okay, so we're at the second day of the Big City Luau. It's 8 o'clock in the morning at Humboldt High School in St. Paul. M1 won all their games yesterday. So that's what takes us here today at Humboldt High School for the Big City Luau. We're about to get underway. Served by Northern Heat. That one too much to handle. Good serve. Northern Heat 1-0. I got to try to keep score here. Northern Heat to serve. Umpire is asking for a towel or something. I'm not sure what just happened there. Sorry. Served by Northern Heat. Doug kind of bumped into the net there. 2-0. 2-0 Northern Heat. Served by Northern Heat. Dug by Fiona Betchel. Up by Carter. Blast by Hendrickson. A little bit long. Today, I don't know if you notice, looks like Fiona Betchel is libero today. 3-0 Northern Heat. M1 needs to find a way to side out here. That's going to be out. That's long. Point M1. Try to fix the score here. Serve, Maddie Hendrickson. Dropped in the middle, not able to handle by number 2 on Northern Heat. Good serve, Maddie Hendrickson, 3-2. Hendrickson with the serve, just over the net. Chopped over and out, just out of bounds. Point M1. I believe that ties it up. Tap over, dig by Carter, set by Betchel, hit by Quinn By. That was a great set by Betchel. Maddie Hendrickson to serve. Over by Northern Heat. Dug by Hendrickson. Blast by Tip up. Oh, couldn't quite get there. All right, I got to fix the score. M1 for Northern Heat 4. I believe we're tied up. Tied at 4. Serve, Northern Heat. Ooh, couldn't quite handle that. Fiona Betchel, just a little bit too Too shallow there to get to that. Served by Northern Heat. Dig by Schwant. Tap over by Quinn by. Oh, just finding the soft spot in the corner. Let me fix the score. It's going to be 6-4 Northern Heat. Served by Northern Heat. Dug by Hendrickson. Up by Carter. Tap over by Schwant. Blocked. Picked up by Nearstay. What a save. That was great. Dig by. Tap over by Maslow. And I'm sorry if I'm saying names wrong there. We got Fiona Betchel in the white playing libero today. Dig by Schwant, up by Carter. Quinn by into the net. Eight four Northern Heat. M1 down by 4. I hope this is a good zoom in level for you guys. We'll be right back. Served by Northern Heat. M1's going to need to get a side out here pretty soon. Served by Northern Heat into the net. That makes it 8-5. 8-5. Just into the top of the net on that serve. Lucy Maslow to serve. The running jumper into the middle. The swing by Northern Heat. Dig by Maslow. Set by Carter. Tap over by right on the line. Great shot. Okay, let me change the score. 8-6. That was a good point, guys. Lucy Maslow to serve. Running jumper. Down the middle again with Heat. Dug by Maslow. Up by Carter. Swing by Schwant. Dug. Passed over. Maslow again. Tapped over. Right in the middle of the court. Dropped in at the 10-foot line. 9-6. Let me fix the score. 9-6 Northern Heat. Served by Northern Heat. Bump by Hendrickson. And Clarice Elliott tries to tap it over with a bump right from underneath the net. Tough play. Serve, Northern Heat. Dug by Hendrickson. Upped by Schwant. Tap over by Fiona Betchel, sorry. And that one just wide right, I think. Yes, that was wide right. Sorry, I didn't catch that. You know, I started actually watching this game and I don't move the camera, so I'm sorry. It's too good not to watch, not through the lens. Okay, served by Kinley Henderson. Dropped in, dug, up, tapped over. Ooh. Just dropped in the perfect spot. 11-7 Northern Heat. Northern Heat up by 4. Northern Heat making some substitutions, rotations. Served by Northern Heat. Dig by Schwant, up by Henderson, tap over near stay. Into the net, just into the top of the net. Point M1, 11-8. Down by 3. M1 down by 3. Kenna Racius to serve. Good serve. Dug by Elliott. Up by Henderson. Near stay with a good tap right in the middle. Perfect spot. Great shot. That makes it 11-9, down 2. M1 down 2. Resi. Okay, Racius to serve. Dropped right in the middle again. Great serve. Ace. Ace for near 10-11. Just in the middle of the net. (12-10). M1 down by 2. I know you can't see the server there. Northern Heat to serve, dug by Fiona Betchel. Madeline Henderson, I think. Maybe there was a touch there. That point goes to M1. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't go to M1. It goes to Northern Heat. Serve Northern Heat. Dug by Betchel. Set Henderson. Tap over Henderson. It's the Henderson to Hendrickson combination. Fiona Betchel to serve. 13-11, down by, M1 down by 2. Betchel to serve. Great serve. They're going to get it back. Dug by Betchel. Up by Henderson. Hendrickson the blast. Blocked by Lucy Maslow. Great play. That was amazing. 13-12. Fiona Betchel is going to be serving. Serve down the middle. Tapped over. Dug by Henderson. Betchel up. Hendrickson gets it over amazingly. Blocked by Nearstay. Rejected by Nearstay. Josting at the net, won by Nearstay. I got to fix the score, 13-13. And they can't get that one back. 14-13 M1. M1 showing that it does not want to lose a set. Served by Betchel. Pass by flash by Maslow. Fairly safe. Near stay. Henderson. Hendrickson gets it over. Oh, great shot by Northern Heat. Had some heat on it. 14-14. This is a great game, guys. M1 does not want to lose their first set of the weekend. Served by Northern Heat. Dug by Racius. Set by Henderson. Blast by Maslow. Tipped. Up. Into the net. M1 takes the lead. 15-14. Signe Carter to serve. M1 up 15-14. Taps it over into the middle. Up by Hendrickson, set by Carter. Trick hit by Maslow. Up by. Swing by. Block. Up. Racius. I think they called that a lift. They called that a carry, a lift. I thought we were good. I think we're looking at 15-15 now. That one, Northern Heat prevailing on that point. The controversial call. Served by Northern Heat. Dig by Betchel. Blast by Maslow. Dig by Betchel. Into the net. Tapped up. Over by Racius. Great play. Up by Hendrickson. Tapped over by Carter. Blast by into the top of the net. Just hits the tape. Wow, the excitement. 16. Northern Heat up by 1, guys. 16-15. Dig by Betchel. Set by Carter. Blast by Quinby. And that one's in. What a shot. Let's go. Hendrickson to serve. Great serve. Tapped over. Dug by Hendrickson. Blast by Maslow. Into the net. Point M1. M1 up. 17-16. Hendrickson to serve again. That got the line. Great serve. Hendrickson coming up big here. Coming up big when it matters. Hendrickson blasted. They get it up. Hendrickson dig. Carter set. Schwant on the line. Right down the line. Great play. Look at this, guys. That's 19-16. M1. Catching on fire. We'll be right back. And we're back live from Humboldt High School. This one's game is tied. M1's up 19-16. Hendrickson to serve after a timeout. That one's in. Great blast, Hendrickson. 20-16. Hendrickson to serve. Moonball. Up. Set by Carter. Blast by Maslow. They get it up. They take a swing into the middle of the net. And all of a sudden, M1 up by 5. Just like that. Madeline Hendrickson. Serve. That may have been out, but they hit it. They played it. They're going to go over. Set by Betchel. And the run continues. What a play. Sorry, guys. Sometimes these get a little out of commission here. Served by Hendrickson. They get it up again. Over. Set by pass by Maslow. Pass Carter. And they can't get it back again. 23-16. Northern Heat needs to take another timeout. And we're back here after Northern Heat having to take another timeout after just Hendrickson is on, I would say, about a 5 or 6 point serving run here. And Northern Heat has their back against the wall. Hendrickson to serve. Hendrickson, another blast. Up the left side, they can't handle it. Game point, great serve, Hendrickson. Maddie Hendrickson trying to finish it out here on about a 7 point serving run. I don't have my statistician. Great down the left side again. This time they get it up and they're going to get it into the net again. And that's game. Set number one. Set number one goes to M1. Set number one goes to M1. This is best out of 3. M1 versus Northern Heat. We'll be right back. How you doing, Adam?
I got some filters for you.
Thank you. I need them. This is an awesome first set. Huh? That was sweet. And we're back. Coming from Humboldt High School, first set of this 8 a.m. game versus M1 versus Northern Heat goes to M1. Best out of 3. Set number 2 coming up here after a great win in the first set. It was neck to neck until they got to about 17 points. And then Maddie Hendrickson went on an amazing serving run. Henderson to serve. Henderson to serve. Sorry about the shaky screen there. Forgot to reset the scoreboard. Kinley Henderson to serve, and we have the signal from the ref to give it a go. Served by Henderson, right down the middle, they get it up. Tap over, Watson, the pass, tap over by Elliott. Dig by Betchel, set by Henderson, blast by Clarice Elliott. The swing, dug by Betchel, tapped over. Resi Nearstay with the tap over. Henderson back on serve. There's the serve. Cross court hit out of bounds. 2-0 M1. I don't know, you just feel the momentum went from even to largely over to M1. Blast by Henderson, they get it up. And then Nearstay just blasts it over like nothing. Great play. That was great. 3-0 M1. Henderson for serve number 3. Here it comes. Drops it down the left side. They get it up. They try to tap it over. Looks like there was net. Nearstay with the lefty swing again, just into the top of the net. (3-1). Served by Northern Heat. Dug by Betchel. Set by Henderson. Nearstay with the tap over cross court. They get it up. Dug by Betchel. Henderson gets it up. And then Hendrickson taps it over right in the middle. Swing by Northern Heat. Great hit right in the soft spot. Sorry if I didn't get that. 3-2. Like I said, I have a problem where I start watching this game not in the screen and in real life, and then I'm not keeping up. Nearstay into the middle of the net. We are tied up at 3 now. Northern Heat. Betchel with a great dig. Watson tries to get it up and kind of gets it into an unplayable spot over by the umpire. I'm sorry about my camera work, guys. I start getting too intensely watching this game. Northern Heat up by 1. Serve out of bounds, tied up. Point M1. We're tied at 4. Now Hendrickson is going to serve. Hendrickson on serve. Tied up 4-4. Blasts it over. Tapped over. Dug by Betchel. But that was just a good hit. We couldn't quite get to it. We are looking at 5-4 Northern Heat. They're up by 1. Northern Heat with the blast. Dig by Betchel. Set by Henderson again. Watson with the blast. Unless that was touched. That was touched. So that was going maybe a little bit long, maybe it wasn't. It was tapped. It wasn't touched at the net on the attempted block. Great swing, Watson. We're tied up at 5. Betchel to serve. Great serve. They can't handle it. 6-5, M1. Fiona Betchel to serve. Sporting the bun. Betchel gets it over. Oh, Hendrickson with the pancake. Betchel with the chop over. Hendrickson dig, up by Henderson. Maslow tries to just try to get it over somehow. But that's one that we didn't know who was going to take it. It kind of, nobody went for it until it was too late. I'm sorry, I think it is Henderson. Watson tries to get it over, but that's out of bounds. I can't see the score right now. It is 7-6 Northern Heat. And we're back. Sorry about that. That serve is out. That serve is out, and we got 7-7. Carter in for near stay. And Carter's going to be serving. We are tied at 7. Signe Carter. Great serve, drops down on the left side, tapped over by Watson, good athletic play. M1 by 1. Serve again by, crowd getting pretty rambunctious here. Signe Carter to serve. Blast it over. Northern Heat digs it. Then they take a swing. Near stay. Oh, I'm sorry. Betchel. Couldn't buy with the swing. And that's touched and they can't handle it. That goes deep. Or I'm sorry, not deep, but it gets right over a soft spot in their defense. 9-7 M1. Signe Carter. Just into the top of the right side of the net. That makes it 9-8 M1. Served by Northern Heat. Down by 1. That clips the top of the net and falls in. That ties it up at 9. We've been here before. Betchel can't quite handle that one. A little bit of an awkward spot coming right at your head. And that puts Northern Heat up by 1, 10-9. Northern Heat with the serve. Watson with the dig, but her bump goes long and that one's out. Point M1. We are tied at 10. Serve to Gracious. Gracious with the serve. Great blast. They get it back. Near stay with the pass. Carter with the set. Mazzo with the blast. (11-10) M1 advantage. Gracious to serve. Gracious. Dig by Nearstay, set by Carter. Quinn by with the tap over, and they can't get that one back in bounds. Just wide left. And Northern Heat needs to take a timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back. Crowd is excited. Racius to serve. That one is wide left. Okay, we have M1 up by 3 now. Racius to serve. Good serve. They do get it up, and they're going to try to chop it over just into the top of the net. 14-10. Served by Racius. Blasted. That was a little bit long on the right, past the right baseline. Northern Heat to serve. 14-11 M1, 3-point advantage. Northern Heat with the serve. Dug by Nearstay. Sorry. By with the attempted tap over. Just a tough spot to play. Point, Northern Heat. M1 up by 2. Served by Northern Heat. Dig. Henderson taps it over. Tap over right in the middle of the court at the 10-foot line where nobody was. Just a good play. Good play, Northern Heat. M1 up by 1. Northern Heat with the serve. And that one was long. Now we have Lucy Maslow to serve with a 2-point lead. Maslow with the running jumper. They play it. Good serve. Bumped over. Saved by Racius. Up by Carter. Tap over by Racius. Good heads-up play there because that just was kind of a broken play. Way to be there. Lucy Maslow to serve. And that one goes long. Point, Northern Heat. 16-14. The correct score is actually 16-14. M1 up by 1. Serve to Northern Heat. Serve coming. Dug by Racius. Point M1, 17-14. We have a substitution. Nearstay coming in for Carter. Henderson coming in for By. Henderson with the serve. Set. Tap over. Blast by Clarice Elliott. Nearstay gets it over. I think they may have touched the net. Henderson to serve. M1 up 18-14. Henderson with the serve. Drops it in the middle. Saved by Racias. Up by Elliott. Blast by Hendrickson. They play it. It may have been out. And they can't get it back. Point M1, 19-14. Another timeout taken by Northern Heat. We'll be right back. And we're back. Henderson to serve. Henderson to serve, up 19-14. Right down the middle. Set over. Saved by Racias. Set by Henderson. Tap over by Elliott. Saved by Henderson. Quick tap over by Hendrickson. Great attempt by Racias. Northern Heat to serve. Dig by Betchel. Dig by Betchel. And now the tide's swinging towards the Northern Heat a little bit here. So maybe a good timeout there. We're looking at 19-16. Served by the Heat. Into the net. 20-16 M1. Maddie Henderson to serve. Henderson with the serve. Blocked by Nearstay. Great play. 21-16. Maddie Henderson to serve. There's the blast right down the middle, but they barely get it up. Hendrickson with the pass. Henderson with the set. Elliott with the tap over. Betchel, Henderson. Nearstay blocked. And back into play. Good block. Northern Heat, 21-17. Wow, what a game. Northern Heat serving from the other side. And it's over. Betchel with the dig. Henderson with the up. And Betchel gets it over. Blasted. It could not be handled by Henderson. That was a blast. That was just teed up on. Not much you can do there. 21-18. Serve coming from the left side of their service line. That one should be out. Yes, that is out. 22-18. M1 up by 4. Fiona Betchel to serve. Here it comes. Catches the right side, and they can't handle that one. 23-18. Fiona Betchel to serve. Here's the serve. Blasted, tipped up with the block. Betchel tries to get it up, but just too far out of reach. Point Northern Heat. It's getting tight, 23-19. Northern Heat with the serve. Girls talking it out here, trying to figure out how to get ready for this serve. Watson Watson with the tap over. Great play, Watson. Carter in for near stay for game point. Match point. This is actually match point right here. And the serve by Carter. Hendrickson with the pass. Carter with the set. Watson with the tap. That's game. That is game. M1 takes the first match of the day, the 8 o'clock game. We will be right back. Great one, M1. We will be right back.